And we're gonna record this one and send it to the cloud. All right, we're gonna share our screen and we're gonna get started. How y'all doing, everybody? How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're excited about what we're gonna learn here today. All right, we're talking about why. Okay, here we go. All right, we're talking about why consulting matters for the home service businesses. A practical framework, a practical framework for improving response speed, follow-up consistency, and operational leverage in the home service niche. Presented by Katarian Brown, aka KTB is what most people know me by. We mainly help HVAC electricians, roofers, real estate agents, professionals, real estate professionals, and that's the niche we usually be in and the people that we help the most, but we are open nationwide to most businesses that have services, business that have high ticket offers. So the core business problem, most owners are not underperforming. They are overloaded by a business model that keeps many critical tasks attached to one person. The reality is the owner is often the technician. The owner is often the technician. They the dispatcher. They the estimator. They the sales follow-up system all at the same time. Calls, scheduling, estimates, customer communication all compete for the same limited attention. Revenue revenue becomes dependent on memory, availability, and whether someone can respond fast enough. For homeowners, that's not gonna work. Revenue becomes dependent on memory, availability, and whether someone can respond fast enough. For the home service niche, companies, the issue is usually not the effort, it is the bandwidth problem that creates inconsistency across the lead to booking process. So revenue leaks throughout this creates small delays. And what I mean by that is it's four things that can hold a business owner back. The first one is missed calls. The urgent prospect reaches out and nobody is available to answer the call in that moment. Number two, slow replies. The slow replies, the customer waits, they lose confidence and calls provide. They call other provider, the next provider on the list. And number three, the estimate goes cold. A quote is sent, but without follow up, the opportunity quietly falls out of the pipeline. And number four, you already know, it's the booking friction. Manual back and forth, slow scheduling, and reduces the odds that the lead converts. So each day, so each day looks minor on its own. Each delay looks minor on its own, but together they create a hidden system of revenue loss. And it's something that we most definitely have to take care of. The cost adds up pretty quickly. It depends on exactly what a business on it, anywhere between 500 to 1,000. If you miss four of those calls a week, that's $4,000, $2,000 to $4,000 a week, anywhere between eight to $16,000 a month, depending on what your pricing tier is, how big the job was, how small the job was, how consistent it was, whether they could have been a lifetime customer or they could have had referrals. So it's a big loss if you missing more than two or three calls a month if you sell high ticket prices. So the home service is in the urgency market. When the issue is heat, water, power, or storm drainage damage, the customer is not comparing brands slowly. They are trying to solve a problem. They are trying to solve a problem. They are not looking for the best brand. They are looking for a way to solve their problem. The homeowner has an urgent need for no AC, the leak, an electric issue, or roof damage. So the behavior is they contact multiple providers because waiting feels risky and inconvenient. So the company that responds first makes the booking easiest, often wins the job. In this niche, speed to response is not just customer service, it is a competitive advantage. AI consultant solves operational friction. The role of a consultant is not, let me say this again. The role of a consultant is not to add random tools. It is to diagnose where the customer journey breaks down and install automation at those exact points. So these four things is what you got to pay attention to the most. And this is what's going to help you. And this is how our process go. And the fourth one is what you really want to know and what you want to be surprised with. Step one. Well, first, we audit the lead path. We review how many calls, forms, chats, estimates, and booking currently move through your business. Then step two, we find the bottleneck. We identify where delays, missed calls and responses, and manual handoffs are costing conversions. Then step three, we install the workflow. We automate responses, follow up, reminders, and lead routing so fewer opportunities are lost or missed. Then step four is what you've been waiting for. We measure the result. We track faster response, clean up the follow up, better booking, better booking flow, and improved revenue capture. So good AI consulting turns operational guesswork into a repeatable system. So what AI automation look like? The most useful workflows are practical system dies. Or the practical system is tied directly to the moments where leads normally fall out of process. So the workflow number one is missed call text back. Every unanswered call gets an immediate message so that the lead is acknowledged when the team is busy. The workflow number two, website chat and intake capture. After hours, visitors are still enter the pipeline instead of leaving and going to a competitor. Workflow three, we estimate follow-up sequence. We open quotes to get reminders so opportunities do not disappear simply because nobody circled back with them or it was a slow follow-up. And workflow flow four, booking reminders and confirmations. We schedule and become easier and more reliable, reducing drop off between inquiries and appointments. So automation creates leverage. And a lead can come in while the owner is on the roof in a crawl space, driving between jobs or asleep. The business still acknowledge the inquiry immediately. The lead still receives the next step, whether it's intake, booking, or follow up. The owner is no longer at the single point of response of every opportunity. That is the leverage. The pipeline keeps moving even when the operator is unavailable. This is about more than revenue. This is about more than revenue. The right system does not just recover money, it changes how the business feels to run. Without support, the owner feels chained to the phone. Follow up depends on memory and spare time. The pipeline feels unclear and reactive. Burnout grows whenever every lead feels like it's a personal responsibility that could drop at any time. With us and with automation support, the pipeline is cleaner and easier to see. Response and reminders happens consistently, and the owner gets more mental space to the lead. Operational clarity creates relief, and relief makes growth more sustainable. So before and after the automations, without automations, missed calls depend on whether someone is free to answer. Follow up happens only when someone remembers, and scheduling requires manual back and forth. Growth creates more owner pressure and more chaos. Disadvantages, and then with the automations, missed calls trigger instantly. text back and lead capture. Follow up keeps running until the leads booked or opt out. Would say buy or leave. Reminders and confirmation reduce booking friction. Growth becomes more manageable because the system carries the load. The advantage is not complexity, it's consistency in the exact moments where revenue is usually lost. So, why this matters? Strategically, automation matters because it improves how smaller operators compete, serve customers, and absorbs growth. So competing with like a larger company, faster response, and better follow-up creates a bigger company experience without a bigger company payroll. Number two, improve customer experience leads, acknowledge quickly, scheduling feed feels easier, and communication becomes more reliable. Number three, scale with less friction, better systems, let the business carry more demand before operations become chaotic. So the key takeaway right now, and the key takeaway is AI consulting turns scattered effort into repeatable systems. Faster response protects urgent home service opportunities. Stronger follow-up keeps estimates and leads from going cold. And recovery revenue increases when fewer moments are missed. In this niche, better systems improve close rates, customer experience, and the owner's ability to scale. So if any of that sound good to you right now, tap in, let me know what you think. You got any questions, let me know. We do have a free calculator that we want to give to all the homeowners and the business owners to let them know that see exactly how much they are missing and what they can capture and what they can do about that. So a lot of people, like we were saying, they don't know what they are missing because they so focused on what they got their hands on and what they are doing and what they are taking care of at the moment. So to take the next step, use this free calculator to estimate how the revenue may be leaking from your missed calls, the delayed follow-up, and unbooked leads. Start by measuring the leak before choosing the automation. The calculator turns a vague problem into a practical business owner. So right now we do have the calculator on a QR code, or you can go to um, revenue calculator at brownbackconsulting.com, or you can tap in with this QR code, or if you in the, on the Facebook or one of the social media, comment comment calculator and we can get that over to you. So tap in, we get that calculator over to you. So don't wait. Book a call with us and we can see we got a 5 minute audit and we can see exactly how much revenue you are missing. So tap in. I appreciate your time and your patience, and let's make this the best year of your life. Let's go. Let's grow.